Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some more Dungeon Defenders. Guys, I hope you're excited, okay? Because today, we're going to hopefully beat the Magic Quarters. I say today, technically I mean tonight, but guys, what? Does it really matter? No. Now, first and foremost, we're going to be making Gunwitch. Now, we'll be making Susanna? No, I don't want Susanna. So actually, I realize we're going to have to go to the main menu, which I think, and I'm going to be, odds are I'm wrong here. I'm going to be honest here. Odds are I am wrong. But we're going to try this. We're going to click play online, ranked, and then we're going to change, and then we're going to create a new hero. And this way, hopefully, it's easier this way. We've got Susanna. Oh, okay. Party in Susannaville. Now, obviously, this is a Gunwitch. The Gunwitch is a DPS character, purely DPS. There are some characters in Dungeon Defenders that are purely DPS, such as the Barbarian, and then the Gunwitch, and there might be another one, but I don't think there is. I think there's only two. The Gunwitch is obviously from Dungeon Defenders 2. Oh, God. Okay. Sure. I mean, I guess they're, you know what I forget, guys, is the fit doesn't change. Like, this is the fit forever on the Gunwitch, which, first and foremost, apparently the Gunwitch, apparently the Gunwitch is always gonna have blue, which I guess, you know what, sure, what the heck. Okay, this is fine. What's her name? It's a great question, guys. Her name is, you know what, guys? I'm playing Silk Song right now. You know what? Your name can be Hornet. Why not? Okay, maybe Hornet's gonna come through and cook, or maybe Hornet's unfortunately gonna suck, but we're gonna see. Now, obviously, the first issue would be that Hornet, no, not this. Let me do private match, thank you. Obviously, Hornet, right, is level 0, which is gonna be a little tough, but the game limit is simple. We're on Magic's Quarters, right? I would like to beat Magic's Quarters on Insane Hardcore if I can. What we're gonna do first is we're gonna go here. We're gonna go our item box. We have a bunch of loot. Now, I don't think any of this is better, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna unlock all and we're gonna sell all. It's not gonna sell anything in our folder, which is really good. At some point, oh, guys, here's my folder. Wait, don't look at it. But also, at some point, we're really gonna have to sell all of this. Do I have a cube? I don't really. Guys, here's the thing. God, a million years in the making. Anyways, we're gonna have to get rid of that all at some point. Because I realize we don't really have that much storage, but that's fine. I'm not pressed about it, guys, because I've already lived that journey. Now, we have a lot of mana, which is nice. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm kidding. I'm gonna do, you know what? Here's the thing. We might as well. You might be saying Twitch TV. Oh, God, there's 2 screens. I know there's 2 screens, okay? I know it's a little scary. I know it's a little much, but unfortunately, guys, I think we are at this point, right? And you might be saying, oh, God, Twitch, are you saying we have to watch? Yes, I do. Right? So on my left screen, obviously, we're playing. And then on my right screen, we see the character there. And the reason I would do this is because, oh, not my mouse not locking. Uh-oh, this seems like a slight issue. Oh, I know that there's a button to where I can make it so one character is just the full screen or something. I don't actually remember what button it is, but I know there's a button. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do F, because that's not what I meant to do. What I meant to do was F3, yes, and then I wanna go like this. I mean, put this in attack, and then actually, can you leave the game? Thank you. And then actually resume back to this. I don't remember that button. We're going to figure it out later. For now, guys, let's just obviously set up our base defense, which are, we are pea shooters, which are hopefully going to shoot our angry blossoms, dare I say. And my hope with the Gunwitch is I'm not necessarily sure the Gunwitch is going to level up enough off this map, but at the exact same time, how else am I going to get the Gunwitch to level up until I play her, right? And my thought is we have the Gunwitch here now for DPS, and then as the game goes on, obviously more things are going to drop too. We should be golden. Now, she has a bunch of abilities. Can I tell you what they all are? No. Could I say her projectiles are kind of cute? Sure. Does it sound like I'm shooting a little pistol? Yes. Am I doing 17 damage? Yes. Am I worried that my tower's not going to do enough damage? A little bit. I'm mainly worried about the ogres, right? Because the ogres, okay. I will say, guys, oh, that was unfortunate. I actually don't know if it matters if we take damage. But I do know, for example, that our character's a lot, there's a second wave. There's a second wave. Let's run it back. I do know, for example, that, right, our tower's a lot tankier because remember last time we upgraded our towers and they were really hurt. Either way, guys, I'll be back after we win this wave, and I hope you all enjoy. You might be asking, Twitch, what happened? I see that you're starting a new wave. Great question. The answer is actually very simple, guys. I alt-tabbed out to find the instructions, which I found. Let's be clear, okay? So, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this button, right? And then I'm going to press F3. Right? Technically, I should have 4 characters. You know what? I should really make a 4th, but I won't do it right now, right? I'd press this, then I'm going to press F8, and then it's just like, and then I'm going to press F2, and now we're on this character, right? This way, we've got Hornet here. We're going to level up Hornet, right? But we don't actually have to worry about playing as Hornet. Why? Because we did just lose. Now, why exactly did we lose? That's a great question that I simply could not answer for you. Somewhere on the second wave we lost, but I was too busy reading. But yes, so here's the thing, right? This emulator right here, being able to have 2 characters is probably one of the most important parts of, of Dungeon Defenders going forward. There's a lot of things that are going to be relevant to it. There's some boss mechanics that are going to be relevant for it. But for right now, at least, it just allows us to level multiple characters, which is a nice thing to do. And obviously, after this, we're going to make the Warden, just because I'm planning to use the Warden. I'd rather start leveling the Warden now, because not leveling the Warden is going to be a pain in my tuchus. And we're going to put 2 here, just to protect Hornet a little bit more, because Hornet, obviously, if I press, for example, I press Control-G, it force starts the wave. Oh, wow, they really did put all the things in there. That's so nice, actually. I didn't even realize that. Guys, and this is why you read instruction manuals, because I'll tell you right now, guys, I played a lot of Redux, and I was pressing F2, G, F3, G, F4, G, F5, G. Absolute nightmare. Also, if I press F9 or 7, it disconnects them all, which that is a very dangerous button, because, for example, if you're about to beat a boss, who is already hitting my tower? Hey. Okay, you know, guys, did you see that? That was like almost decent damage. Let me upgrade this. Damn, bro. And by that I mean what? We're doing, what is that? 76 times 3? That's like 210. Not bad. Either way, guys, this time, hopefully, we will make it through it. Everything will be fine, and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. We've won. My plan is, I think here's my thing. We really don't have a tower. We really don't have walls, which I guess really is an issue, and I guess we're really going to need to get the gore. Now, here, you see my mouse, and I know why this is. If I press F8 again, then I press F3. Yes. I think that's the only annoying part, and then I'm going to press F2, F8. Here's the thing, guys. Is it the most convenient thing in the world? No. Is it a lot more convenient than having to individually level all my characters? Infinitely yes. Okay. We're going to put these down. Now, I do regret not having a Warden, but we're going to get a Warden. Once we get a Warden, then we'll be able to level that up, and then hopefully we'll have walls. I think the Warden has a wall ability, because I think at this point, we're going to need one. Because there's just a lot of things that would work a lot better. Like, for example, the Shroom puts down a circle that, like, mercs things, and obviously it'd be really nice if we had a wall. But let me just set this wave up, and I'll come back when we get to... Honestly, I'll come back when we get to the Ogre wave, because we've already seen this setup. You've seen the level. Let's not worry about it. So, I'll see you in a tinny bit. All right, everyone. We're on the final wave. Here's the thing. Hornet is leveling up, to clarify. I realize that, I don't know. There's something where if you have some part of the other player's, like, thing open, something will happen. Okay, the Ogre is coming from the same spot, which is what I was low-key really happy was happening, because I was trying to upgrade more. We can even upgrade this cloud to 3. We're just going to keep upgrading this place. My thought basically is 2 things. One, we're going to activate Wraith with the Dryad, and then B, we're also going to keep upgrading the cloud. Either way, guys, I'll be back when the Ogre's actually here, and hopefully, guys, we win. All right, guys, the Ogre's here. So we're going to Wraith, and then my goal is to basically try to distract the Ogre. Would I say the Ogre's being distracted right now? No. What I would say is, fortunately, it seems like the Ogre it took a lot of attacks. Come on, please, towers. Please live. Come on, one more. One more, towers. Okay. Not the best case scenario, but it doesn't seem unsavable. Just kidding, yes it does. Just kidding, yes it does. Because I see the Goblin right there. Here's the thing, I can do enough damage to the Goblin, I think. Oh no. Here's the thing, the Troll, oh my god. Back up. Okay, we're gonna back up again. Oh my god, please, omnidirectional. Oh my god. And the cleanest victory in the world. Guys, not even a challenge. Okay, guys, I wasn't even stressed. Easy victory, easy everything. Oh my god, level victory. Dub. All right, we got an easy level up here, which is very nice. Thank you. I don't think anything's happening here. Here? I don't really think I care. All right, let's, like, obviously we're doing a little looting. This is definitely just straight up better. Really, in terms of towers, because theoretically, right, guys, Hornet over there, which, speaking of which, I should press F7, is going to disconnect Hornet, right? And the thing is, Hornet's already gotten all the rewards for being in the map. And I tend to also, to clarify, the enemies also theoretically get harder the more enemies you have. Let me pick that up, because that actually seemed like a good attack. We're just going to... A lot of things are dropping that are not our level, and that's fine. Maybe not my favorite thing in the world. What is this? Oh, that's way more tower related. Yay! All right, either way, guys, I'm going to run through. If there's any awesome loot pieces, I'll show you. But either ways, we're going to meet back, and we're going to make 2 more characters just so I can level them / also explain who I need. So see you in a second. All right, we're back. No awesome loot, obviously. First and foremost, what we have to do is we're going to go here, right? We're going to swap heroes, and we're going to go to Hornet. Thank you very much. with Hornet. Then we're going to look at our inventory really quick. We're going to go, hey, we're level 15. See, we got Witch's Curse, which you got Vroom Vroom, Ice Needle, and 2 for the price of 1. Could not tell you what any of these do. Well, we can actually find out. Let's look. Curses. We've got increase the speed of the gun witch while regenerating nearby hero's health. We've got 2 for the price of 1. Increased damage dealt and adds an extra damage bonus per hit. Ooh. Ice Needle. Shoots a projectile that pierces through enemies and makes them slow down. Or Witch's Curse. Shoots a projectile which makes the first enemy it takes more damage. Okay, so that's very interesting. So we've got some interesting abilities. I think for right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go bop, 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 bop. Right, we're just gonna go straight damage. It's also interesting that we have abilities and then our curses are actually like abilities. Like this is kind of similar to the other one. Okay, well, I mean, we can check this out. Oh, that's our Broomnado. It's a Broomnado. And then we got this, which is our slow thing, which did not a lot of damage. Okay, but here's the thing. Our Witch is really not going to do that much. I don't think there's anything, unfortunately. Oh, I guess I can buy a pet if I wanted. I mean, that requires level 17. But also that's like kind of taking all her gold. Here are all the items I found. Oh, she can't. Okay. I got a few items that I was hoping were going to be relevant, and then those aren't relevant, and then these can't utilize, so we're going to unlock all. This actually seems like not... It's not great. We're just going to sell it to me. I'm not that worried about it. Either way. Yes, of course we're going to use our mana wisely. We're going to exit here, right? And we're going to go make 2 more characters that I think could be useful for us. Well, one of them 100% is useful, and the other one I think will be extremely helpful. So we're going to make first... I'm sorry. Guys, I have to go to the bathroom, and I didn't know how to pause it to edit it to not make it. Guys, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. So, first and foremost, we're going to create a hermit. I keep saying the warden. I really mean a hermit. I don't think he... Oh, the wood... What do I need to spend money, don't I? I need to spend money. I kind of like this fit, but so be it, okay? So be it, whatever. I mean, he just kind of looks, I don't know, whatever. I'm only a little salty. You guys, maybe we'll spend the money later. The issue is you can't change their outfit after you make the character, which is the really annoying part, but we're not going to worry about it. For right now, honestly, I don't really hate the spring. I kind of like the spring. I feel like he's fresh, he's new, and I'm not really going to worry about it. His name is obviously going to be Gandalf, okay? You know, call me creative, call me fresh. We got Gandalf. Then, most importantly, who we're going to make, wow, his art is a lot more... See, there's a difference in art styles between all of these, which is both good and bad. Now, the most important, already, these are like your classic characters, right? This is going to be infinitely, really, 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 really important at some point. This is going to be really important. There's a lot of characters that are going to be really important. I mean, low-key, the summoner is like so important. That's like, it's a tough one because it really is important, but we're going to try our best to ignore it for now. At some point, it's really going to hit us backwards, but we're going to make an initiate. Now, I do have a few skins for the initiate, okay? We've got Cupid, we've got Sky Captain. We do not have Kamala. Kamala, guys, I kind of... I did not realize Kamala was a... Anyways, what we're going to do, guys, I think for now is we're going to do Sky Captain. Sky Captain's a very classic one that everyone does. I don't know. Do I want to do Cupidette or do I want to do Sky Captain? I don't know. Now, here's the thing. If you're wondering, some of these skins do actually have bonuses. Some of these skins, and they're not actually, well, there are attack bonuses, which we'll get into later, but they're not, nothing is pay to win. I want to be very clear. Well, first of all, this is like a solo player game. It's not pay to win, but like some of the skins do make your character move faster, which in some ways is pay to win because it's just extremely helpful. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me double check see if any of the skins I have are relevant. Okay, the answer is no. The answer is none of them are relevant. And these 2, obviously, I don't have. Oh, this is the ninja, but for the initiate. Damn, I kind of want that. That would actually be pretty cool. Because the ninja's a pretty fun skin because it just makes the person run faster. I don't know. Honestly, maybe we'll go for the base initiate skin. Is that kind of boring? You know, I never did a Cupid one. You know, why not? Sure, what the heck. What do we have? We have... Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm sorry, I have to do that. I'm sorry, I have to do that. Well, I mean, I'm not sorry, but, Oompa Loompa. Come on, she looks like an Oompa Loompa, okay? Oompa Loompa. Okay, here's the thing, guys. The long-lost female Oompa Loompa, right? We knew where all the male Oompa Loompas went. Where the female go? Well, she's right here, okay? And she's ready to do something. So, here's the thing, right? Is this dumb what I'm doing right now? No. I hope not. I don't think so. Okay. So we've got Shroom. Shroom is our main tower DPS. We got Hornet, which is our main our person DPS. We got Gandalf, which will be our walls. I don't really know. I haven't seen his abilities yet. And we got Oompa Loompa specifically for her auras. And the reason I want to do this is because private match, thank you very much. I know that I can succeed with the current towers I have, but I know having these auras are going to infinitely make my life better and easier. And so we're going to start with them now, and we'll figure it out as we go. Now, we are on Alchemy Laboratory. Now, we're going to try Insane Hardcore. I know we're going to fail. To clarify, there's no way we're clearing the boss. But we're going to give it a shot just so I want to see how much HP the boss has. Plus, I guess if you guys haven't seen the boss, you'll get to see the boss as well. So this is the first boss map. About every 4 maps in the main campaign, there's bosses. And then there's a bunch of other maps that just straight up have bosses because they realize, now, wait a minute, isn't adding bosses more fun? Which, objectively, yeah, they are. But for right now, we're just going to focus on our Dryad. What's kind of crazy, though, is like, I am so used to doing this map. With the classic heroes. Like, I know exactly what setup I would do, which I guess another reason that I think it's kind of fun that I'm trying these like new characters, which I also want to try, is that I have a very, in my head, I have a very not set in stone, but like, here's the thing, guys. If you know a successful way to build a map, I'm going to build the map that way, right? And it's also like, you know, I know theoretically in my head, I don't know if those are actually going to be as effective as I hope. I know like the pitfalls to avoid. And so it's going to be very intriguing. How far we get. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the Gun Witch, even though I know the Gun Witch is going to do less damage. I think. Oh, God. Maybe I'm going to regret this. We'll give this a shot. I'm going to bring everyone else in, so I'm going to press F9. No, I'm going to press F8. No, I'm going to press F7. No, I'm going to press F6. Bring everyone here. See? Everyone's here. We've got, obviously, Oompa Loompa. We've got Gandalf. I wrote Gondalf. And then obviously we've got Shroom. We're gonna do now is we're gonna press Control G. Okay. And we're gonna let them all vibe. And I don't think the Gun Witch, I think the Gun Witch definitely does less damage, but we're just gonna give it a shot. Now theoretically I could control Shroom if I wanted. I don't know. How much damage are we doing? We're doing irrelevant damage. Okay, that's good to know. We really are doing irrelevant damage. Now, fortunately, the Witch Stars are pretty nasty. Obviously, the main issue would be here. Now, if I were to press 2, okay. I mean, here's the thing, guys. I wouldn't say it's impossible that we can do something. Okay, we are barely surviving. What I was really hoping for, guys, at the end of the day is ooh. Oh, I hope my earring's not bleeding. Sorry, guys. My face got hot. You know when, like, your face gets hot when you get an injury? Okay. The good news is we're all getting a lot of XP. The main reason I wanted to do this for me was that I knew the gear and what drops should be a lot better than what we get on the previous level. And so I was hoping to do this level just so we would get better drops because I thought that would be helpful. That is like, I don't know. God, this gear is so, I mean, it's not like it's like kind of worth it, but it's not really worth it. Either way, what we're gonna do now is God, this is the only annoying part. We're gonna press M. Okay, M drops all our mana, obviously. Then I'm gonna press F8. Then I'm gonna press F3. This is the only annoying part where, obviously, guys, you know, you might be able to tell from my screen. Dare I say I'm a little overwhelmed? Okay, dare I say there's a lot of things going on. What I actually do think, though, is, oh, wait, I want to try something. I want to try this. I know, because here's the thing. The Shroom leaves a circle of death. Now, the reason we're desperately going to need walls, I can tell you that right now, is because we're going to be in a situation here where, not only does the boss spawn, but there's multiple ogres, and there's no way we're going to be able to defend against these ogres without walls, but that's also fine. Because we're going to try our best, and that's what matters. Guys, because what else can you do besides trying your best? I'm not building very quickly, because I'm not really that locked in, which is a little unfortunate. We're going to go here. I was really hoping to get a weapon for the Gun Witch, because that, obviously a weapon makes a huge difference, but that's fine. And then we're going to press F2, F8. And bada bing, bada boom. Okay. I think our defense issue, here's the thing, guys. It's not a situation where I'm really worried about my defenses. My defenses are most likely going to be able to clean up everything I need to clean up. It is more of a concern of the boss, which is almost always the situation. Now, what I might do is I might abandon all my heroes until I get to the boss. And the reason you do that is because basically if you abandon the heroes the wave before the boss, the heroes still got, like, you know, right, a decent amount of XP. They're leveling up, which is obviously the goal. But more importantly, we're able to avoid the boss having 4 times the health, which isn't necessarily always an issue, but in a situation where, first and foremost, I have no DPS, it is going to be hopefully really, really helpful. Shroom, here's this. Okay. And if you're wondering why the summoner is so relevant, guys, it's because if you think about it, right? You see how I'm summoning all these towers, and right, you know, if you remember, right, I talked about something called tower, if you remember, I talked about like tower defense units, right? If you look up to the top right, you see 42. I mean, you literally look at any of the, no, actually only look at my right screen. And so that's really fine. So here's the thing, right? If I have a summoner, summoners actually use their own defense style, right? So summoners are going to use those minion units. And because they use minion units, they are basically a critical unit to have on every single map because they literally themselves, well, there's two things. First and foremost, there's a living wall technique, which I completely forgot about until this exact second, which is unfortunately like extremely relevant, which I'm not going to get into until I need to, but basically the summoners just allow you to have basically double the towers. But it's only the summoners that do minion units, so it's kind of crucial you have them. Obviously earlier levels you can do without them, but at some point, basically every level is built around it, and it is what it is, okay? Right? Games meta is defined around the player's ability to solve solutions, and they chose to add the summoner and do that separation. In later games, they actually changed it, which I do think was like a good choice. Here's the thing, guys. Will we be doing a lot of separating? Yes, but we have a new weapon. Okay, and we're gonna repair this, which is gonna take literally 20,000 years. And I don't know why this got blown up. I'm wondering if a Kobold, you see the tower right above here? I don't know why. Well, you see the tower right up there. It's right under the bar. I have a feeling that there might have been a Kobold. Oh, how do I, okay, right click. And I have a feeling that might have blown up, and that's what hit the cloud. Otherwise, I couldn't tell you what did so much damage to it, didn't do anything. If you're wondering what that is, that's the poison aura from the mushrooms, which I was intrigued to see what they would do long term. But God, this summoning right now, usually when you have like a summoner, they do more relevant things. Okay, I don't really know what the broom tornado's doing, but the answer is basically nothing. Wow, that's actually like almost, oh, I didn't see how much damage I could do, except I'm not really feeling confident. Let's see, what is it? Okay, so that's really not great damage. Guys, there's a lot, oh my God. It's crazy because the way I'm playing with these, there's a lot of meta that's different, but I'm not gonna worry about explaining meta until we get to that point. But just know, if you're looking at this game now and you're like, well, okay, Twitch TV, things aren't that crazy. Here's the thing. Things actually never get that crazy, but the amount of off meta stuff I'm doing right now is kind of crazy. And off meta in the sense that like, there's a stronger, more efficient way to do it, but also so be it. Let me drop these off at Hornet. Let me press F8, F2, F3, just kidding. Obviously, we're just gonna keep pumping up different. I mean, at the end of the day, I just need my towers to do damage. Now, I did have a little bit of a kerfluffle here, so here's my thing. Usually, this little trap here isn't attacked, but I'm gonna try summoning a second Wisp Den. I would also love to upgrade these towers, which is part of the issue with having a slow spellcaster, which is kind of why we need to level up the Spell Witch, because we need to have another relevant unit. Not that the other people aren't going to be relevant. At some point, I will also use them to obviously, you know, summon a wider variety of towers. But for now, this is kind of working. We're going to go here. I think the back line is fine. There's not, ogres never go along these, like, if you look at the back there, ogres never go that way, so I'm not really worried about them. I'm more just worried about the front, which, God forbid, if an ogre's spawning this round, we're going to find out. But hopefully, it's not. I mean, it might be. Mind you, the boss is, oh my God, the boss is going to destroy us. The funny thing is, sometimes you can get to a position where your towers are actually better than, like, everything else going on. That's the issue. Did you see that? Oh my God, the reload on this is so slow. Oh my God, that's the slowest reload on the planet. Now, uploading reload speed is part of the game. Here's this thing, right? Okay. It's not great, damn it. Now, here's a nice part. I can press F2 and I can go here, right? And if I press F3, I'm here. Now, obviously, you'll notice a slight issue here, right? I have to look at all the screens because obviously only one of my characters was the main character, which is a slight issue. But also, it's fine. Okay. So it was the Kobolds, which I'm not shocked by. Kobolds tend to be an issue very early on. I will also say this Shroom Tower is literally attacking. Is it attacking the slowest rate known to mankind? Attack range, attack rate is every 3 seconds. I mean, Loki, what I think it's doing is I think it's having no issue here. I think it's having an issue over here. And the main issue, right, is that you'll see that Kobold is immune to lightning. How do we solve that? Great question, guys. The answer is with the Initiate, which is why I feel the pressure to build the Initiate, because I just think it's going to be very helpful long term. Now, obviously, my other characters are leveling up, and they're going to be relevant, and we're not going to worry about that until we get back to the tavern. Honestly, I think at this point, all I want to do I want to see how much health the boss is with 4 people? I don't know if I want to see that. I really don't know if I want to see that. Here's the thing, guys. We're going to bump up the cast rate just so, not that it's that. I mean, it's a little iffy on our DPS character, but I think it'll be helpful. The 2 for the price of 1 is very exciting. What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to, no, we're going to go at you. And then, I don't really have anything, because the issue is I'm pretty sure if I put a tower here, it's going to be attacked. I'm like 85% sure. And I'm also out of DU units, and oh my god, did you see that, guys? Did you see how good this unit is? Obviously, it's level 60 godly, but see how it's almost doing it? Also, guys, I may have misspoken earlier. They do give you 8, and I'm stupid. But basically, you either want hero stats and build... for DPS, you want full DPS stats plus tower ability, or for towers, you want full tower ability plus usually, like, cast rate. I don't know. It's a little... Towers are a little more fluid. That's just, like, almost decent DPS. Okay, we're on the final wave, so either way, we're just gonna be here, and we're gonna see, and then we're gonna see how much health the boss has. I am excited to see this ability, though. If I press 7, right, and then I use it, what are we seeing here? Oh, it does physical damage, too. Oh, my god. Guys, that is pretty cool. I'm assuming we can get something nasty. Now, if you're seeing how that ability was, like, draining my abilities, right? Also, we'll see that this is... Nothing is attacking this, which is actually very interesting. And the Poison Mojo Jojo is actually doing a lot more... Oh, it's also hitting up there. Wow, okay. So the Poison Mojo Jojo is doing a lot more than I thought it would, which is obviously exciting. I do think we're gonna... Here's the thing, guys. I think that the ogres are gonna survive our towers, right? They're gonna have no trouble, which this is kind of how the game is meant to be played at some point, right? Obviously, these are what you consider trash mobs. And so, obviously, the trash mobs are not really what's scary. What's scary is the boss and the big ogres, right? If you ever played a tower defense game, usually you're not getting overwhelmed, though occasionally you can. I want to be clear, guys. There's a lot more. If you're already thinking like, wow, Twitchy, we've encountered so many different units. There's more, and they get more annoying. Okay, nothing. Here's the thing: nothing in this game gets less annoying, but obviously in like a fun way. But it only ever gets worse. Here's the thing: I do think a lot of my units are gonna instantly die from the boss, which is gonna be a little unfortunate. What I am actually gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to keep my units from not instantly dying, but they're gonna die pretty fast. We're gonna move you back here. We're gonna move our warden back here as well. Okay, and then we're gonna, oh god. And then we're gonna F5, yes. And this is our initiate. Oh my god, hey initiate. And then we're gonna go back to our DPS, even though our DPS is not our DPS. We're gonna reload, oh god. Guys, so this is the moment where the boss is gonna come. Now, if you're wondering where the boss spawns, it's where the Eternia Crystal is. Oh, is this better for me? You know what? I don't have boots. Let's get some boots. Oh god, okay. Wish me luck, guys. If I press Control G, does it spawn? No, I can't make it spawn instantly. Unfortunate. You used to be able to make them spawn fast. Oh, maybe if I hold G. Oh, okay. We see a big guy. Okay, he's got a little tail. Look at that little tail. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, wow. Ooh, we've got Demon Lord. Now, you see these little things, obviously. They're indicating that we can use something. If we destroy all of those, it's going to zap him, right? And then we're able to hit him. Now, we're going to see how much HP he has. It's going to be on the top of our screen. It'll be very obvious. He shouldn't destroy the tower the crystal that quickly. What he will destroy, unfortunately, 2 million. Okay, so 2 million scary. The only good news I would say about everything that's going on is our towers are doing really good damage to him. And this is the thing, if you can get your towers, okay, so I'm doing absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, he's destroyed whatever tower's relevant. Okay, so this is what I was low key. Guys, there's a chance that our towers do enough damage to him where we don't just lose the game. Emphasis on low key. I'm already kind of shocked. I'm already really, holy crap. Okay. Holy crap, guys. Maybe there's a chance that we just win. I mean, I don't actually think we do. This is kind of what happens when the game gets a little wonky on the balance, right? Oh my god, come on. Oh my god, this would be so huge. Guys, as you can tell, we're a little bit in a Persnuckle because he has, what, 2,000 HP left, and, oh my god. So this is the lightning that unfortunately doesn't actually do that much damage. And unfortunate. But now we know he doesn't have that much HP. And you're wondering why this is relevant? Well, he does, but our towers did so much damage. The reason this is relevant is because then we can set up our towers with a little more towers. We can put little walls, and we can set up some more quote-unquote DPS towers, help DPS the boss. This, unfortunately, does not work on all maps, but this one tends to work a little bit better. All right. Now that we did that, and we figured out a little 1-2, what I want to do next is we're gonna first disconnect all our characters. And then we're gonna swap through them, level them up, and take a look at the abilities so I can both explain them to you and understand myself. First, obviously, we're gonna go to Shroom. Shroom, you're going crazy. I mean, you keep it up, Shroom. I have literally no comments about you. Gandalf. Gandalf, I'm pretty sure you have a wall. I want to see Gandalf's ability. So first and foremost, Gandalf, you're gonna do tower health. Because if he's gonna be my wall, obviously our main goal is tower health. But you've got this, which we got a little seed bomb plant. Which DPS seems so much more reasonable. God, maybe the... Guys, I'm not gonna lie. There's a chance that the character I'm playing is just overtuned, and I'm not worried about it, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Why? Because I'm here for some quick progress. And here's the thing. Well, wait, to be honest here, Insane Hardcore is not a good place to understand if it's really broken. A good place to understand if it's broken would be, like, once we get to higher difficulties. Okay, so this is really... Mind you, I also have 0. I really don't think with 85 would do that much. Okay. Wow, right click is really me spinning. Do I have good DPS with my right click? That's very interesting. Okay, anyways, we've got this, which I think, oh, okay, we've got this, you see a range of things depending on the wall size. This is my spider wall, which slows enemy, and they do bonus damage. I'm not actually sure if they attack it or they just walk. I think they just walk through it. What is 8? 8 is a nature pion. Huh. Okay, you know what I should do, guys? Let me read through these. Actually, we actually don't have all my things. Oh my god, 300 mana? What is this? A mushroom spore tower. That little one lets your people attack it. I'm assuming that buffs us. And then what is this? A mushroom spore tower. Wow, it's literally just a mushroom. Armor reduction 10%. Oh, that's actually very interesting. Okay. Oh, it just did a little fart. He does do a lot of poison damage, and I need 30 to summon the forest golem. And there's my little thorn shot. He's interesting, to say the least. Let me figure this out. Okay. Blast enemies a wide range to poison them. Enemies who are felled by this poison explode. Interesting. Web wall. Damages and webs enemies that pass through it, reducing their speed and resistances. The nice part is it reduces speed and resistance. Issue is it's not actually a wall. Greatly increases range and resistance of all nearby defenses. Increases speed and casting rate of nearby heroes. We don't have any. So here's the thing. We have a buff beam, but universally increases everything, which is also a very big core to the game, which is kind of a meta that I'm trying to avoid a little bit as we explore the game. And guys, at some point I'll be forced to use it. And then we got Mushroom Tower. Launches poisonous spores at enemies, infecting them. Infected enemies spread the infection to other nearby enemies. Interesting. And then we got Forest Golem, which is possess colossal health and attack. This guardian of the forest passively heals nearby allies. Interesting. Okay. Very unique towers. Not ones I would anticipate. Oh, I guess we can also look at my abilities. One second, guys. Hero. Nature's... Also, they bring this up, by the way, you press middle mouse button, just in case you're playing the game or you've been watching me. Increase speed, restores health, and adds poison damage, okay. Shoots 5 poison, okay. Basically, he does poison, which we're so chilling with. And then Oompa Loompa, which is our default, which is not going to be a mystery to anyone. We're going to work on... Here's the thing. With Oompa Loompa, there's a lot of things you want to do. Tower radius and health are really, really, really important, especially health. And we have all our main things that are nice. Oh, we actually have all of them. So, first and foremost, we have a slow aura, which is tiny. So, this is, oh my god, now this is classic Dungeon Defenders. This is as you imagine it, it's a slow aura. It slows the enemies. We've got a lightning. Now, if you're wondering, if I ever say stacks, basically you stack these on. We've got a lightning aura, which does, you see little damage. It's not particularly, it used to be really relevant. It's turned out to be less relevant just because it doesn't usually do enough damage to kill things. It depends. I'm not exactly sure. And most importantly, got a strength rain aura, which what it does is it does reduce their strength, but more importantly, it removes elemental resistance, which is going to be infinitely helpful with everything going on. And then technically, also one other thing that can be kind of helpful is we have a heal aura. It's less used. You occasionally use it when you're like fighting a boss, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay. we figured out the base. Honestly, guys, I couldn't tell you how long we've been going for. So you know what? I'm just gonna end it here, guys. And if all of a sudden I pick back up, that's just because the episode wasn't long enough. Well, because I want to keep these episodes reasonable. But either way, guys, next time we might actually win Alchemy Laboratory. And I'll tell you right now, the gear that's gonna drop from that is gonna be crazy helpful. So fingers crossed. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode and stay defended.